it's Nick Fernacci.
And Max Carter, Serious Software.
Today we're going to show you how to use the shared user feature.
All in control. Now you may not immediately see the value of the shared user tool, but picture this scenario. 3 employees share one computer, and they're constantly switching on and off. Now imagine how time consuming it would be if they constantly had to log on and off their separate control accounts. With the shared user tool, they can simply share one user and track changes from whoever the employee is that's using it at the moment.
In order to turn on the shared user feature, we will move up to the top of the screen under Setup. Click it, cursor down to Employee Setup, and open it up. Now on this page to the left, you'll notice a list of employees. Under that list, under CSR, you will see an option for User Shared. Double click, and this will bring up the shared user page.
Next, we'll go to the bottom right of the screen and click the Edit User button. Here, the first thing we'll do is click the Change Username/Password button. First, they will prompt you for your own password. Simply fill it in. And now you can change the login name and the password of the shared user. We'll just put something simple.
As a quick side note, the password you fill in has to be 7 characters long with 1 uppercase and lowercase letter and 1 number. The next field to fill in is a security template name. This will limit what the shared user can access or change in your database. You probably want it set to the minimum access since the majority of employees will use a shared user account. We'll click the drop down and we'll just set it to Standard. Now move down and click OK.
Now in order to show you how to log in as a shared user, we're going to exit out of control. Go to the top right, simply click the X. Now we'll click on our control icon and choose the right data set. Now if you go down to login name and slide over to this drop down and click it, if you scroll down you'll see shared user or whatever you named it. Simply enter the password that you put, hit enter, and it logs you in.
Now that we are logged back into control, you will see a pop-up at the bottom right. This is telling you that you are logged in as a shared user, and the last selected user is none.
Now if you try and make any changes in your control database while you're logged in as a shared user, it will prompt you for your information to try and find out who you are. Let's show you an example of this.
Let's move up to the New button, click the drop down. Let's just open a new company. Now in order to see that prompt, we'll try to save this, save it. Just slide this over. And here's that prompt asking for your login name and password. Now before I click OK, you'll see this option for Remember Me. This will remember you for 5 minutes, so you won't constantly be prompted when you try to change things in the database. Now let's click OK. When you click OK, notice now that your name is under the last selected user.
Just keep in mind that there are security limits on the shared user, and regardless of who you log in as on the shared user, you cannot go around those security limits. Well, that concludes our video on how to use the shared user feature.
Max and Nick, helping you get in control.